Hey, how's it going? Wait, I'm gonna light something. I love that smell. It brings me in a good state. So, this video is basically just really raw. No flashy pictures, no editing skills. I don't have any. I do, but I won't showcase them right now. It's just raw talk. And I have my phone with me right here. I just wrote some things down that I wanted to go over. And basically it's a story about me being skinny and then entering the military. And then from the military, I got into online coaching, which I'm doing right now. And basically I help people that have businesses, people that are climbing the corporate ladder and their body is actually working against them rather than with them. And they're looking to get the same mindset with that. Because I have to be honest with you, like some people are so broke that the only thing they have is money. And this video, I just wanted to basically go over my story from, being skinny, joining the military and then becoming an online coach and the mistakes that I've been through so you can surpass them. And I believe that there are always three pillars that you should maintain, and that is your finance, your spirituality, and your body. And you should build all three at once. Once you do that, once you build them all three at once, you will become like a complete human being. You will become a complete man. And then you will flow in abundance. Life will go easier in every aspect, but it does need suffering. It does need some of input to get a certain output out of it. So I started this journey when I was 15 years old because I was really skinny back then and I was bullied because of it. I didn't really have any confidence. My social skills weren't great as well, and that all had to do with it. But I decided to make a change in my physical appearance, and when I did that, my whole perspective of life has changed. Life just went easier. People respected me just because I had a different body, and that made like a switch in my mindset that if you do not build your body, you are missing out. You do. And then as the years passed by, I was able to create the body of my dreams. And then I joined the army at 18 years old because it was always a dream when I was in school. The reason being that I wanted more discipline. I wanted a better mindset. I wanted more dedication in my life. I just wanted a focused, a clean life away from distractions. I just changed from being a boy to becoming a man. And I will go way deeper into it. But then as I gained the mindset, I became successful pretty quickly, and at 21 years old, because I saved everything, I didn't spend any little thing, I was able to buy this house. And now fast forward towards like 23 years old, I do my own thing, I do online coaching and I make a living out of it, and it's fucking amazing. I love what I do and I get my clients great results. And if you want to see those results, just go on my Instagram, there's a shit ton of results there and really great ones as well. And to be honest, that made me realize that if your body and your mind thrives, then wealth will follow. And throughout this whole process, you actually have to get rid of a lot of limiting beliefs, because limiting beliefs will hold you back. You actually have to face yourself, break yourself down and embrace chaos. When I quit the army, there was a lot of chaos in my life. I didn't really know where I would end up in and what I actually wanted to do. I mean, I knew what to do, but how and like what the fuck will happen, And that's when you really face yourself and you enter chaos. But when you do have that, you are able to build up a better foundation. You're able to build yourself back up again with new traits and new characteristics. And then you're able to implement new belief systems that will suit you. And when those systems are in place, you actually can live in freedom, you live in abundance. And wherever you go, you just attract things. It doesn't matter. My first reality shift came when I was 13 years old. Because I was reading a lot of philosophy, spiritualism, psychology books, especially Alan Watts, and a lot of Buddhism as well. I was really interested in it. And at 13 years old, I realized that I was my own creator. I was basically the thoughts and the emotions that I had wasn't myself. So the thoughts that I was getting, I was able to either go into them if they will suit me or not, but it was more as in like manifesting. You might believe in it or not. There's also like a scientific approach to it. But basically every dream that I had when I was a kid just came through. And the first thing was having like this spiritual mind and then building a physique, like a godlike physique. I wanted it. I was looking every YouTube video about how to get abs, get these shoulders, get that frame. And yeah, I managed in a quite short time. Manifesting is actually the key to a fulfilling life. And if you don't believe in it, basically your mind will, let's say that you think about a certain reality that you want to be in, right? You want a certain goal. You act as if you already achieved that goal, and then your mind will see different things. It will change its paradigm. So whatever action, whatever habit you partake in, your mind will say, oh shit, this is not me. We need to do something else. And then the people that you meet, there will be opportunities on your path, and your mind will actually create that in front of you. And I really believe in that way, and some people believe in God, which is really okay, you know. I believe that there is God. But whenever you pray, let's say towards God, whenever you beg, that's when you fuck up. You cannot beg, you almost have to demand it, as in already becoming that person that you want to be, if that makes sense. Then you will endure a lot of suffering because you have to shed off a lot of, you have to shed off yourself. You need to get in another skin. So in short, like, your environment also shapes you, and it's really important what you consume, because the books, the social media, the movies that you watch, the people that you surround yourself with, the habits that you partake in, has an influence on your thoughts and your emotions, and eventually those thoughts will only be in your mind, and you can only take action upon the thoughts that are in your mind. So if you change what you consume, you change the output. So that's when it really made sense for me to delve into the habits of building a great physique. And I didn't really need a lot of YouTube videos or a lot of books. I just did it. I just got into it, and I just knew that I would suffer. And it was about those extra repetitions that made it clear. And whatever I do right now with clients is just, I explain to them that it's actually really simple. You don't need meal plans, you don't need diets, you don't need fucking these random exercises. You just need simplicity. Because if it's simple, there is less stress. You just focus on one simple thing that you have to do, and that is suffering. And if you suffer, you will gain something out of it at the end. So just keep it simple. Less stress is more progress. Now I will make, and there are a lot of YouTube videos about getting in shape and, you know, having this physique, but that already should get you in the right mindset so you can set the right steps. So just keep it simple and suffer. So, you know, going through school, I wanted to join the army, and that's when it really got fun in my life. That was like the biggest shift ever, because yeah, school ended and I just went straight into the army. I already had a good physique, so like running, hiking, whatever physical activity or challenge there was, it was easy. I mean, easy for me. I managed pretty well. But the most important part was like that discipline, the consistency, and being away from home. Because whenever I returned back home, it wasn't really home anymore, and that was a real weird feeling. And that's when I realized that you yourself have to be home. And when you are an entrepreneur, you're probably gonna move a lot as well, and the only place that you will feel at home is within yourself. And then it is really important that you build a good body, a healthy body, because it is your biggest asset. So yeah, in the army, cleaning up my bed, making sure it's tight and neat, and your shoes had to be clean, and everything has to be shaven off, you know, beard, nothing, like no, in the morning we had to go into a platoon, I don't know how it's called in English, but basically it was still at night, and it was fresh in the morning, really cold. And everyone was just in their uniform with their shoes clean, and they would come with a flashlight and they would like see if there's any beard hanging, like still after the shaving, and they would pass with their finger to feel if there's something on it. And that in me like sparked something in me. I liked that. I liked that they would find something, like find something that I'm mistaken in. And they couldn't really find much, and that was the grind for me. So after a week or two, I was fully ingrained into it. I fucking loved it. It didn't really matter how much money I made back then. It was just about suffering and then, you know, having these long hikes with big backpacks, like heavy backpacks, and the only thing that you were thinking about was just that warm shower and just getting back into bed or just eating after that. That was the only thing that we were thinking about. And yeah, it's just about the suffering, and that felt so good. You really need to change the way you think about suffering. If you embrace it, then you will gain so much out of life, and every opportunity will flow through you. And also within your body, if the workouts aren't tough, if there's nothing challenging around the workout itself, and it's just like, then yeah, you won't gain anything out of it. You just better stop. And yeah, of course, like shooting guns was really fun as well. Then after that basic training, that was like a small year, I joined the Navy because I wanted to be at sea. I thought that was cool. But that's when everything shifted. It was really nice to be in like this blue ocean, and you could have only the best oxygen, because the best oxygen is, yes, you can go to the forest and you have great oxygen and great quality of air. But when you're at sea, I believe there it's also the best quality of air, but that doesn't matter right now. To be honest, you were really exposed to a lot of radiation, a lot of metal, a lot of sounds, a lot of frequencies, which was alright. I didn't really have a problem with it, but it was more the people. My colleagues, they only liked to drink, go out, waste time, take part in gossip talk, and that's when I knew that I didn't really want to stay there. And the older people that were there, they just had the life that I didn't want. And no offense, you know, if someone sees this, I don't care, but if someone sees this, no offense, but it just wasn't my thing anymore. It wasn't the life that I envisioned for myself. So what I did was, a thought came into my mind that I wanted to become an online coach, and I truly wanted to help people with building their body and building their mindset, because that was already in place for me. I started making free programs for friends and family, and then that's when I got my first results. But then soon I realized that I had to get clients. So I started to post videos online, and they weren't great, they weren't awesome. I started to post on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And the thing was there that they found out, of course. So what they would do was they would set that on the speakers, like loud. Okay, my cat is here. So what they would actually do was get that video of me, like the first talking head videos of like me talking, they would set that on the speakers like out loud. And that was quite confronting, meaning that those were my first videos, me trying to start something, and they were laughing about that. And you know, it's okay, but that's when I soon realized as well that I shouldn't stay here. I don't have any internet connection there, and I couldn't post whatever I wanted or whenever I wanted. So the decision itself was really quickly made, and I've quit the army fully. They were really sad. I was sad myself, but I just knew that it wasn't the life that I envisioned for myself. I was manifesting something else, and I was already becoming that person. It was just about taking that next step and having faith in myself. And whenever then I returned to home, the people came to me. Like, people genuinely came to me asking for help. And that's when I knew that this was the life that I wanted and the people that I actually wanted to help. When a client sends a progress picture to me, like he just shows his physique of the progress that he has made, it makes me so fucking happy that I sometimes have like a little tear in my eyes. That's okay. I mean, it's just about, it is just about me knowing what they've been through. And because I've been in their position, and when you do build your body and your mindset, you get to know yourself on levels you thought was never possible. But yeah, you know, I've been doing this for a while right now, and I love every part of it. So yeah, I guess this is my story a bit. If you want, I can give you a free guide. Just hit me up on Instagram and DM me guide, and I'll be able to set you something over. It will set your body, mind in the right direction so you know what to do and how to start. But if you'd like to work with me one-to-one, I do one-to-one online coaching. I don't just put you in a group coaching. I really give my time to you, so you have everything you need. You have all the focus. You can ask all the questions. Yeah, go hit me up on Instagram if you're. Come on. You can hit me up on Instagram if you want, or I will leave a link in the description. She's really distracting me. I will leave a link in the description. And yeah, go ahead and fill it in, and we'll be able to have a call, get to know each other if you really would like want to set the steps a bit quicker. So yeah, I guess this is it. I enjoyed making this video for the third time because the first 2 times it wasn't really going well. My camera died. I had fucking chocolate on my lip. Yeah, that's the thing, you know, I still eat chocolate, I still eat pizza, I still eat fries. I don't give that away, you know. You need to build muscle mass, and that muscle mass will start actively burning fat for you. Okay, if you want all those tips, just go fucking go on my Instagram, or I will send that over. I will post more videos on YouTube. All right, sounds good. Good. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope there was some value in it for you, and maybe you got to know me better now. All right, I'll see you. Bye bye.